we as a group, are absolutely, totally in support of our hospitality businesses, our retailers, and we are totally against this. Well, to be honest, it's quite disgusting. We haven't yet come out of the COVID, and businesses really are. And I say shame on you, other members. I'm really proud to represent a constituency that has some fantastic tourism. It's practically the only industry we've got. And there are many members I see around here who also have several tourism businesses within your constituencies, and you are letting them down. We know that this proposed visitor accommodation levy bill, I certainly will for you.
Sometimes I feel like I'm on candid camera. You often tell us about localism and the importance of local democracy. This is a choice for local authorities to opt into, if they choose to, for which they will be accountable to their local voters. This is not an imposition on anybody. It's up to local people to choose it or not.
Second home council tax premium that actually most of the local authorities have implemented, and is now seeing people who bring strength to our local economy, who are now just saying Wales is a no-go area for tourists, and that's nothing to be proud of. So this is going to be detrimental to Welsh tourism businesses, such as self-catering businesses. We've noticed already a decrease in the number of days that people are staying. It will also affect our retailers who, as a result of less people staying overnight, will have less people going over their doorstep. And I have to be honest with you, you're quite brave standing up and challenging me. You were the man who brought 20 miles an hour. And it is a fact that when people are asked, visitors, why would they come to Wales or why would they not? Your 20-mile-an-hour policy is actually detracting. Yeah, of course it is. I mean, you couldn't be more anti-business and anti-tourism if you tried. So, as you put it, Jenny, add in a proposed 75p, 80p to 125 per night with added VAT, remember? Oh, that's not a lot of money. Well, I'm sorry. Not everybody is on the same salary as you yourself, as a member, or me, as a member of this Senedd. With Scouts Cymru in an evidence session with the Finance Committee, noting the lack of exemptions and considerations for non-profit, volunteer-led accommodation providers where overnight stays are not their primary purpose, I'd like a little bit more information from the Cabinet Secretary. On top of this, as I say, tourism in Wales is still struggling. I interviewed some people. We had a fantastic policy forum on Saturday in Llandudno, and I interviewed, along with my colleague, our leader of our party in Wales, Darren Miller. We interviewed people, and they were the stark reality said, this is the final nail that could be in our coffin now of remaining in business. The Wales Tourism Alliance commented, do you want to ask me an intervention?
Simply pointing out, but Darren is not the leader of Welsh Conservatives.
Well, in my eyes he is. The Wales Tourism Alliance commented to the Finance Committee that Welsh tourism provision is more fragile than it has been for many years, and the timing of this proposal, the visitor levy, is adding to the pressure rather than being a small part of relieving it. It's further emphasised by the Federation of Small Businesses. They've said Wales is the only UK nation not to recover visitor spending levels from 2019, according to the Tourism Barometer. It's just unacceptable what you're doing. Instead of introducing a bill that could support the Welsh tourism industry, you are now actually doing all you can to ruin it. By doing this, it will naturally deter any significant economic benefit to our Welsh economy. If this bill progresses, in the first 10 years of operation, the levy and the registration scheme are forecast to cost from 313 million to 576 million. And it's interesting the First Minister just sat down. You said to my colleague over there, Freen, this morning, you're not listening. Well, you're not listening, First Minister. On the actual surveys that have been done on this, you have had overwhelming results that say we do not want a tourism levy in Wales, yet you have completely ridden roughshod and actually ignored. So you're the one that's not listening. There's a potential loss of £250 million in the worst case scenario. The bill is not the best way to support our tourism businesses, as we all know. And anybody watching this, tell your friends, tell your family that we, the Welsh Conservatives, will support businesses across Wales in whatever they do. As we've seen from the start, the impacts this bill will have and the potential that it has to act as a factor for families, couples and even lone travellers when deciding or coming to Wales for a visit. It is for these reasons that we will not be supporting this. At what stage, Cabinet Secretary, will you realise you make your private sector, your businesses stronger, they employ more staff, they pay more tax, we have better services? At what point will the Welsh Labour government, both here and in the UK, understand that quite simple and fundamental process?